wear their khaki, but we carry more than just a bag. We carry dreams, grit, and a will to serve. This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Hello and welcome to Corpers Can, the show that inspires and empowers young Nigerians to make most of their NYSC journey and beyond. I'm your host, Madu Denis Uchechukwu, and you are watching the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's 100% motivational TV station, broadcasting from the School of Eloquence Studios in Ikoyi, Lagos. Today's theme is one that truly captures the energy of our generation, the new Nigerian youth, purposeful, productive, proud. We are flipping the script from lazy youth to leaders in motion, young Nigerians who are building change, shaping narratives, and contributing meaningfully to nation building. I'm joined by two amazing guests. Our first guest is Egwo T. Favor, a fresh graduate and newly called barrister currently serving at the prestigious School of Eloquence, Ikoyi. She is passionate, disciplined, and committed to using her legal knowledge and values to make a positive impact during her service year. Our second guest is Dimba Onyekachi, a creative and passionate social media manager with a flair for crafting compelling digital content and building strong online communities. She represents the new digital-driven Nigerian youth who are shaping conversations and inspiring change through creativity.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Welcome Kachi, welcome Favor to today's episode of Corpers Can.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A lot of people do see Nigerians as being lazy youths and not being able to kind of like cultivate or be productive. Kachi, how are young Nigerians proving we are not lazy?
I feel like now there are a lot of youths out there that are into content creation, that are into personal businesses. Like we have people that start up a pastry business, or they start up like fabric business, like into like textile and everything. We have people that are into drop shipping, like people that they are the middleman when it comes to like other like business ventures and all of that. Then for content creation, it's something that's very rampant now. There are lots of youths out there that are into content creation, because apparently from TikTok, people make money from TikTok, from going live, from even selling their products via TikTok or other social media platforms in general. So apparently youths now are trying their best to put their hands in everything that they can lay their hands on, like business-wise, tech-wise. Some are even like going out of their way to study like online courses that will help them tech-wise. Some are into like IT. A lot of things are actually going on. Some are even in the market. Those that find it difficult to like, go to school, they're actually in the market hustling into businesses. Like some Igbo people now, they are into money. They love business. So some young guys prefer to follow their dad to the market, their mom to the market, and all of that. So personally, I feel like youths now are very, very impressive when it comes to putting their hands into something that will be lucrative, something that will help them, something that will be as like to lay a foundation for their future. So I believe that youths now are actually doing well, unlike before or years ago.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Favor, do you agree or do you have another idea or another thought on how Nigerian youths are proving not to be lazy from your own point of view?
Okay, I totally agree with what she said because it's very true. And I relate it to the economy now in Nigeria. The youth these days, nobody is relaxing. Everybody is hustling. There's no laziness anywhere from any corner, whether boys or girls, no laziness anywhere. Every youth is trying to learn one or two skills, both online or physical. You understand what I'm saying? So they are not lazy. There's no laziness in the body or in the spirit of Nigerian youth these days because You see girls, no matter how little it is, whether it's learning how to make nails or makeup or hair or tech, learning how to repair computers or phones, any little thing, everybody is just trying to strive. You understand? There's no laziness at all.
Yeah, and also
Yes.
to add to what you said, once you see your neighbor, once you see your mates doing well,
Yes.
you will be forced to mellow down and actually work and actually help, like do something for yourself as a person, because you will not want to be in a situation whereby you have a friend group where everyone is doing well,
Yes, and
they
then
are
left
they are
behind.
making it happen, but you're just there and you're just being a burden to whoever is catering for you. So now youths are actually putting down their head and actually making things work for themselves. Unlike before, where people are always reluctant and just, waiting for things to come, not actually moving forward to make things happen. So yeah.
Quite interesting and good to note. And from what you said, I could portray or foresee some situations whereby you have Nigerian youth sitting at home and expecting from daily bread to come from their parents. There are some people who, by the way, each time are kind of like still like waiting for mommy's pets, waiting for their parents' food and clothing and handout most of the time in everything they want to do. Whereby there are a lot of opportunities outside for anybody to kind of like key in, join in, even daily pay works. There are so many daily pay work outside, but Nigerian youth these days are kind of like not trying to key in into that. So thinking on trying to put a way whereby this scenario or this fact can be changed, I think and I believe that maybe there should be more of sensitization. There should be more of government coming up through policies, communication and broadcast media in ways by which everybody will be on the know or of the ideas of ways at which they can come out and do something and not just sit at home. So this brings me to the next question, and I would like to put it to you, Favor. Laziness, Nigeria, and trying to bring out the youth to come out and be active into the nation building, which we should be bringing about patriotism. And patriotism might look like a big word to every other person. But to you, what do you feel or what do you think patriotism can mean to every Nigerian youth and yourself, per se, at first?
Okay. For me, patriotism is not about just raising the flag. You're just raising your flag. That's not. You can find patriotism in the tiniest things, the simplest things. It might be just you helping out your community around with anything at all. It might be, sanitation, picking one or two things like deaths on the road, or it might be helping children, maybe buy textbooks or pencils, or anything, or helping
Volunteering.
yes, volunteering just for anything. You understand? Like, let me say, for example, NGOs. There are so many young people now in charge of NGOs. Yes. And they help children that do not have homes, children that don't even know where their next meals are going to come from. That's patriotism, because you are helping your fellow Nigerian. You are helping them. You are mentoring other people, and as you are doing it, other people are seeing you and are learning from you. So it's not a big something. You can't just say, it's patriotism. We are seeing that's a big word, and maybe you're finding something big. You don't have to do something that's so big. Just from the simplest things that will change somebody's life. That's patriotism.
And also, like, people feel like once you bring in patriotism, it means that you should bring yourself to the lowest of the low to get things done. And obviously, because of how the government system is, people don't want to actually do things for their country and everything. They feel like, why should they do that? But at the same time, to prove people wrong, there's one guy like that. I think they aired him on NTA. I can't remember, but they aired him somewhere on one particular broadcast. He was still a copper. He was still serving. He actually built a particular like hall kind of thing for like the market women at a particular PPA he was posted. He was posted to a very, very local community. So during his service year, he now consulted the government. They provided the funds and everything. He erupted a particular, like, it was given like shade where market women can actually stay and
like
set up their business, because apparently they're outside and obviously son, everything. So because of that act of care and patriotism for that particular area, he was like, he put it upon himself to actually see this kind of thing to happen and work. So also another example, my sister's friend actually runs an NGO, as you said earlier. She runs an NGO where they help. I think I don't really know like the content of the NGO, but I think what they really do there is that they help young people that don't have money to fund themselves. They also help grown adults who don't have really enough to like cater for themselves. They contribute, and anything you have, even for the young kids. Let's assume now I don't use some clothes again or shoes. You bring it to the NGO. They go out and give people that will need it. Do you understand? So all these little things are simple acts of patriotism that people don't actually feel like it's actually anything. They're like, you just gave clothes to somebody, but it's actually you're actually giving to the country, even if it's one person. It's actually a very, very simple act of being patriotic to your nation. So that's.
And I also want to add something. You don't have to spend billions.
Yes.
Or start constructing roads or anything, or building statues of governors, past governors or past leaders of the country before you know that you are a patriotic citizen. Just from simple things.
Yes.
From simple things. You can change somebody's life.
Yes,
you never
yes.
know. From simple things.
Because those women that they were very happy.
Yes.
I think the government even gave him an award, and I think he got a lot of opportunities from just that little act of kindness, that little act of concern for those women out there. So that alone can really take you places without even, and he didn't even spend a dime. It was the government that funded the whole thing, but he had the idea. The idea was his own, but the funding was from the government. So that alone really took him a lot of places.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most people, they do it because they want to get a reward at the end.
Yeah.
But that's not the real spirit. But that's not the objective. That's not how it's supposed to be. When you want to be patriotic, you do it from your heart.
Yeah.
You don't do it because you want to get something in return.
Yes.
So even though you don't get a reward at the end, you are doing it because you are helping a fellow Nigerian. You are helping a fellow human being.
Helping one Nigerian is like helping the whole Nigeria.
Yes. So
basically. So yeah.
Thank you. Patriotism, from what you both had said right now, I could pick the word selflessness.
Yes.
Kind of like giving out your all for nothing, not expecting anything.
Yes.
That's a good one. And to add to what you are trying to bring up, talking about patriotism, there is one particular program that is coming up, that is ongoing at the moment, which is a collaboration of the Lagos state government, Ministry of Health per se, and the NYSC, whereby corpers are kind of like asked to enlist to help in the polio vaccination stuff. And a lot of corpers are into it. Sometimes when I pass through the streets of Ikeja and along, you see corpers, some on their khaki, some without, carrying this polio vaccination stuff and going from house to house. It's kind of like, it shows selflessness, especially as we are serving. It's not just serving in each other's PPA, it's also coming out to the community where we are serving and making an impact, helping out. That is great. That's wonderful. Thank you. Right now, our dear viewers, we will go on a short break. When we come back, we will continue on the topic. Stay tuned.
We wear their khaki, but we carry more than just a bag. We carry dreams, grit, and a will to serve.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were discussing on how the new Nigerian youth can be purposeful, productive, and proud. Continuing the discussion, in our country, Nigeria, where everybody is hustling and trying to survive, collaboration or teamwork is always taking the back seat. So I'd like to ask, how does shared values and teamwork help unite Nigerian youth? I would like to hear from you, Kachi.
Okay. So from the question you asked, you said, how does shared values and teamwork help unite Nigerian youth, right? Basically, a teamwork helps the dream work. So apparently, I believe that once youths come together and they stand by, okay, this is actually how things are meant to be, and they agree upon themselves, let's work together as young people. Because apparently in NYSC, you go there, you meet different people, different personalities, different tribes or ethnic groups. So apparently I believe that from that experience alone, you should actually have that mindset of, I can work with anyone. I should be able to adjust with anyone's belief and their values. Because obviously I'm Igbo. The same values I have in Igbo as an Igbo person will be different from someone that is Yoruba or someone that is from Itesekiri. So apparently, once you get into that space, you should be able to adjust and not just be someone that dominates, that wants to be like at the helm of affairs. You be like, okay, since I am Igbo, I feel like I should dominate this particular crowd. I believe that whatever I say stands, or whatever values I have should be what should be in place or in practice. But it should not be like that. It should be a thing of, I'm Igbo, I'm a table. Feel the people from different ethnic groups like, okay, I'm here, Yoruba person's here, some from Fulani, some from Hausa, some from Yoruba, like that. As I were together, I'm like, okay, drop down your opinions, drop down what you think we should do.
We pick up ideas.
Yes, we share our ideas, we put it down together, and then that's teamwork. That's basically teamwork. Teamwork is basically you being able to understand and accept people's ideas and opinions and views. Do you get? So I believe that once people come to terms with, I am not the only person in the room, there are people there that are also there to share their opinions. Once people have that in mind, that they're not the ones that should, be the dominating presence, teamwork will definitely fall in place. So I believe that as you're a human being, you should be able to understand people and also adapt and be able to take people's opinions and views to heart, and not just take it as something that is shallow and something that is not, that is less important. Everyone is important. So that's basically that.
Thank
Do you have anything to add?
Yes, I have a little thing to add.
Yeah.
What I want to say is, I think tribalism that is kind of creating that barrier for teamwork in Nigeria amongst Nigerian youths. Tribalism.
Basically, as I said,
yes.
Once you think that you're the dominating lead,
yes,
it's hard for you to accept people for what they are and what they truly believe.
yes.
Yeah.
So just change that mindset. Nigeria has over 250 more than cultures, and they are so beautiful cultures.
Yeah.
So we should, like you said, adjust. We should all try to learn each other's cultures. It's a good thing. We should all learn to accommodate people. Yes, accommodate cultures, because Nigerian cultures are it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And teamwork, everything will just be fine.
Yes.
That's what I have.
Thank you so much. That was a nice one from both of you. From what you portrayed out, I was able to take adaptability.
Yes.
I see it as a keyword there.
Yeah.
You should at least be able to adapt to every situation. You can't be just a Southeasterner from Nigeria and then the kind of lifestyle, the growth, the livelihood you are used to in the Southeast. When you come up to Lagos or maybe Abuja or another part of the country, you kind of abhor or look down on other people's cultures, values, and way of life. So I believe adaptability is the keyword there. But moving on to the last question on my table, I would like to know, as Nigerians, we all want to make kids, but we also talk about purpose and impact. So I'd like to know, how do you personally balance chasing your goals with helping to build a better Nigeria for all of us?
You can chase your goals, quite all right. But when you get there, or when you feel you have gotten there, you also have to involve other people. That way, you're also helping. I mean, you have achieved your goal, and right now, you want to accommodate other people in what you are doing. But you can become an employer of labor, yes. And you have involved other Nigerians. You understand? So this way, you chased your goal, you got what you wanted, and now that you have made it, you are employing someone else. You are giving that person something to do.
Being an employer.
Being an employer, and the person now your employee.
Okay,
yes.
Kachi, what do you have to say about that?
Okay, to add to what she said, apparently I believe that once you have already established yourself, a point will come when, as she said, you will now be able to give people employment. You know, as well, this topic has been centered on like lazy Nigerian youths in quotes. But once you're there and you know I can be able to help and give a lending hand by giving people employment, by releasing like work loads to people, they get occupied, which gives that sense of we don't really have lazy Nigerian youths again. People are now occupied, people are now busy because you have created employment for people. So that's basically all.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, these are all nice points, but all in all, one might be wondering, you are a lazy youth and you are growing. How do you grow? How do you create employment? The only advice I have for our dear viewers and fellow core members out there is that don't just depend on what is available. Seek help, find support, take loans that you can pay, and have ideas, think more, build yourself. In building yourself, you're building this country.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.
Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Onyekachi. Today's conversation reminds us that the new Nigerian youth is not waiting for opportunities. We are creating them, we are focused, we are driven, and we are proudly building the Nigeria we want to see. I am Madu Denis Uchechukwu, and this has been Corpers Can on the Achievement Channel. Until next time, Corpers Can and Corpers will. Thank you.
This is Corpers Can, rising to serve, rising to lead.